self-limiting beliefs is something that's in the subconscious. It's a decision we made at a very early age, typically before 10, oftentimes 5 or 6 years old, that happened so long ago, was a decision that we made so long ago that it's a belief system that's operating in the background, kind of the way DOS is operating in the background of Windows. And it's subconscious, but it's affecting a person's everyday, day-to-day life. I ran across a particular member who had just general fear of everything. Fear of buying a home, fear of having children, just fear of normal everyday things. Now there is some fear associated with those things, but this was a level of fear that prohibited them from moving forward with any of those things, and it was really negatively impacting their life. And as I work with that individual, I come to find out that in his childhood he had very traumatic losses, deaths in the family, sudden deaths, accidents, and he made a decision that in order to stay safe, he needed to do as little as possible to basically mitigate risk. But the challenge he didn't think about it in those words. It was more as a child. I think he made this decision at 7 or 8 that, my cousins went out to a concert and got hit by a drunk driver, so I need to not go to concerts and not go out on a Friday and Saturday night to stay safe. And you make those decisions as a child, and apparently that these deaths and accidents happened with several of his friends and family members around him growing up. So by the time he was an adult, he had this unknown fear about everything, and it was all based on his limiting belief that he decided when he saw all these things happen that he needs to stay low and stay home in order to be safe. So just leaving the house, he got anxious, and that's because that was all operating in the background. And once we exposed that, it was quite an emotional experience for the individual, and it was very emotional. And as we explored the actual words he told himself, and then there's a very specific process on how he could look at it and let it go, and make different decisions consciously in his day-to-day life now, and have that fear come down to what is considered a normal level today, so it wasn't so paralyzing.